Hello, I'm Jenna Smith.
And I'm Kira Stovacek.
And you are watching LCGC Productions. LCGC stands for Lorain County Gifted Consortium and is a program that Sailorway Middle School students of Vermilion are involved in. They have been showcasing throughout the year.
Here's more about it.
An article on LCGC Productions. LCGC stands for Lorain County Gifted Consortium. Their company is located in Elyria. We are testifying this program because we have an extraordinary gifted program and access to laptops. We are the only school doing this program for now, but they want to add more schools sometime soon. The reason for us doing this is that business today sometimes work all online, so some of the coworkers never meet in person, so it's good to get a head start on working on the computer.
We are excited to be here. Let's get active and look at the 7th grade basketball teams.
The 7th grade basketball team was very successful this year. The boys had excellent shooting, rebounds, and many plays. For the very last game of the season, the 7-9 Sailors versus the 9-4 Eagles was a challenge. Scott Gillespie went for the last shot. It ran around the rim and just fell out. The ending score was 36-35. The leading scorer was Drew Dawson with 13 points. I had asked Brock Nail, a former player on the team, what his favorite part of the season was. He had said, "My favorite part of this season was when we played at the high school and I made my first basket." The Sailors had a very short tournament time with their first game and first loss of the day. We look forward to see what they can do next year.
The 7th grade basketball team have had a rough start, but still have a long season ahead of them. So far, they have had 4 games. I sat down with Jonna Krantz on the team and asked her some questions. It seems she is very excited and happy about being in this team. When I asked if she was excited for the season, she responded, quote, "Yes, I am excited for the season. We are going to win more games," end quote. Jonna is new to Vermilion School District, so she told me that joining the team has helped her make more friends and get to know her peers better. She told me her coach, Matt Myers, has been very supportive and helpful. She is very confident for the season, and I'm sure so is the rest of the team.
Students continue to be involved in other school activities, so join us for the band concert.
On March 8, 2012, the 5th and 6th grade band performed from 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock p.m. The concert took place at the Sailorway Middle School gymnasium. The 5th grade performed first while the 6th graders sat in the audience. "I think the concert was really good," says Nicole Peter. The 5th graders performed the songs Minuteman March, Bingo, and Brother Martin. After these songs, Elena Morgan played her solo, Morning Mood. Then Silo Raines played her trumpet solo, Ode to Joy.
Then the whole band performed The Little Fish in Old Blue. Sam Heron, broken foot and all, quote from Mr. K, performed his percussion solo, Medley from Peer Gynt. Next was an ensemble by Sydney Stovacek and Gabrielle Ross, Frere Jacques. After that, the whole band performed Frere Jacques again. Then they played Hunger Mountain. The 6th graders patiently waited, and finally it was their turn. There was a 2-minute break so that the 6th graders could take their seats, and then they started playing. First they played their first song, Minka Minka, then they played Theme from Symphony No. 94. Next, Sarah Webb played her solo, which was on the trumpet, Yankee Doodle.
Then the 6th grade band played partner songs, which is a mix of 2 songs. Then the full band played Yankee Doodle. Next was Very Cool Piece, which showed the music grading scale to the song of Shenandoah. Kira Stovacek and Mike Wallace played the ensemble of Turkish March. Last but not least, they played Regal Coronation. The next concert that the 5th and 6th grade have, which happen to be together again, is the 5th and 6th grade band concert. The spring concert is Tuesday, May 22nd, 2012. The concert is at 7 o'clock. Both grades are already practicing more songs, some of which will be heard in the next hopefully amazing concert.
Even though some school activities are fun, some people enjoy field trips like Trip Ohio. Let us see what that's about.
This year, the 7th graders are going on a trip called Buckeye Bound, which started as a 1-night trip but expanded to what is now a 3-day and 2-night trip. We leave May 9th and come back May 11th.
We interviewed Miss Atkinson, who was in charge of the trip. She told us some of the places we are going, which are Columbus Zoo and Aquarium, COSI, Tour of the Santa Maria, Ohio Village, Easton Mall, and Fort Rapids Water Park. There are 80 students going and several teachers.
Some of the teachers going are Mr. Zeller, Miss Gentile, Miss Washburn, Mrs. Lambert, Mrs. Miller, Mrs. Cacciatore, Mrs. McDaniel, and Mrs. Neighbors. We interviewed several students to see where they were most excited to go. Next, we interviewed Sammy Peters. Are you excited for the trip?
Yes, I am.
What are you most excited about?
I'm excited to go to the ice cream factory with my roommates. It's an opportunity for me to spend time with my friends outside of school.
We personally are excited for everything. It will be a fun experience with the rest of our classmates.
During Trip Ohio, they did a lot of science-related experiments. Sailorway has a science club called Beaker Buddies.
Anybody want to see something explode?
We'll see if Beaker Buddies do.
Bartlemy's Beaker Buddies. At Sailorway Middle School in Vermilion, Mrs. Bartlemy created this club many students are proud to be a part of. Mrs. Bartlemy's Beaker Buddies is a science club that 6th and 7th grade students have been invited to join. The students meet after school in Mrs. Bartlemy's classroom. They train long and hard to go farther into their science exploration, to go to space. On January 31st, the students of Mrs. Bartlemy's Beaker Buddies will attend the Challenger Learning Center in Oregon, Ohio. They will be assigned jobs to do while they are on the spacecraft or in the control room. Morgan DeFucci, a 6th grader who attends Science Club, talks about the after-school activities. Some experiments we have done involved paper airplanes that we had to make and then see which way we could fold the wings or propellers. We got to race them to see which one went the fastest and the furthest. Mrs. Bartlemy is proud of her club and its success. Around 20 students attend her club every Thursday. The students do this in their free time. This is not a mandatory activity. All the students who attend truly do care about science exploration.
What came first, the chicken or the egg?
What does this have to do with anything?
Well, it was the egg. But maybe the intellects and academic challenge knew the answer.
After this segment, we will hand it over to Nikki and Peter.
On January 18th, the Vermilion Middle School Academic Challenge team left for Sandusky High School. There they faced off with 7 other 7th grade teams. Academic Challenge is a gifted trivia club where 8 schools face off with each other. They have 5 topics: fine arts, science, English, math, and miscellaneous. After a heated competition, Vermilion came home in 3rd place, closely followed by Edison 2nd and Perkins in 1st. Vermilion has a 6-person team with Peter Bullen, Alex Lutz, Macy McDaniel, Kelly Innes, Becca Oates, and John DeCrance. Academic Challenge is a very fun, challenging club. I think Vermilion will be very successful this year.
Hi, I'm Peter Bullen.
And I'm Nikki Peter.
Here are some optimistic 7th graders from Sailorway talking about job shadowing.
But don't take it from us. Here's the next story.
Hi, I'm Samantha Peters from Sailorway Stories, reporting live from the hallway of Sailorway Middle School, a school in Vermilion, Ohio. What do you want to be when you grow up? This common question of elementary school children might need to be taken seriously. Students at Sailorway Middle are starting their career day projects. Students research their desired career to explore the way of the occupation. Students in Mrs. Neighbors' reading class have already immersed themselves in the project. Claire Faley, a 7th grader in Mrs. Neighbors' class, talks to us about her project.
I'm a graphic designer. A graphic designer designs logos for companies and t-shirts and text at the end of movies. I'm pretty hard at work researching my topic. I'm going to shadow somebody. I don't know if I'll be able to find a graphic designer though. But the Career Day project is interesting and it helps me plan my future.
Here's Taylor Berger reporting from the other side of Sailorway. Taylor?
Students can choose any occupation they wish for their sport. Maddie Linden, another 7th grader from Miss Neighbors' reading class, tells us about her Career Day project. What's your intake?
Well, I chose to be a music producer because I love music, but I'm shadowing an English teacher because you don't have to shadow the career that you chose, and also because I really love English.
Since students can choose any topic they like, they can be everything from a graphic designer to a forensic scientist to music producers. Here's Peter Bullen, a fellow classmate of Maddie Linden and Claire, with his take on the Career Day project. What's your take on the Career Day project?
I think it's a really cool project. I chose forensic scientist because it sounds like a cool job. The research will be fun. Personally, I wouldn't want to do it. I'd rather be a doctor. And you were like, for your research, you'd research things like salary.
Students have enjoyed exploring the career of their choice during the process of researching, taking notes, and putting the whole project together. Students have been able to expand their knowledge on a specific career. You never know. Maybe they'll be a graphic designer, music producers, or even forensic scientists in the future. Signing off from Sailorway Stories, I'm Taylor Berger reporting to you live.
Some of the 7th graders you just heard from took their creativity to the next level.
Here's the art Ecole on some creative kids in the art club.
Art Club is a creativity-rousing after-school activity for students grades 6 and 7. Organized by Miss Askins, the club is held in the art room after school on Tuesdays from 2:15 to 3 o'clock. Using loose prompts, students create artwork to hang around the school. Often, Prompts are themed to the latest holiday or event. The classes created a collage of paper shapes, clay Christmas ornaments, 6 different relief sculptures, and a project themed on recycling, where water bottles were cut in half, painted to look like flowers, and cut into flower shapes. They were then placed on boards. The flower boards were hung up in the school's front windows where they could greet visitors.
How's some ice cream sound?
Good. In fact, our next article is about a local ice cream hotspot called Dairy Dock.
Here's the video.
Ice cream is a food that most kids enjoy. Even adults enjoy ice cream on a hot summer day. People in Vermilion enjoy to go to their favorite place, Romp's Dairy Dock. After baseball games, soccer games, basketball games, or even just to have fun, people love to go to Romp's Dairy Dock in Vermilion. Little kids like to enjoy playing in a large field right next to Dairy Dock. This is a social event for all kids around Vermilion. It is a place to hang out and play around.
Everyone I know enjoys going to the Romp Dairy Dock to get some ice cream. Dairy Dock is a small ice cream place run by Romps on Liberty Avenue. People hang out there just to get away from school and to relax.
Hi, may I ask you some questions?
Sure.
Do you enjoy your job?
Absolutely.
Do you get free ice cream or discounted?
Free while working, 50% off any other time.
Is there much competition from other ice cream places?
No, not at all.
What do you find the most people like to order?
Flurries, they seem to love them.
What is your favorite aspect of working here?
Working with the younger girls.
How many ice cream cones do you break a day?
Only a few a day.
How much money in tips do you make a day?
Not a lot, maybe a few dollars.
What is the most popular ice cream cone flavor?
Vanilla.
How much ice cream do you have to order for 1 week?
50 gallons.
How much ice cream is sold in one day?
5 to 10 gallons.
What is people's favorite thing to do when they come here?
Hang out with friends and climb the tree.
What other kinds of foods do you sell?
Sandwiches, chips, and hot dogs.
Do many people buy these foods?
Yes, a few a day for lunch.
Here's a topic you all should know about.
The Hunger Games.
The Hunger Games is an extremely popular movie series and a book that has swept the nation.
And our school.
Warning, there are a couple spoilers.
So turn down the volume or skip this next clip.
Enough banter. Here's the next clip.
The Hunger Games has gone farther than planned. It is now in our world. Join us for the fanatics, the mania, and the insanity. Watch the Hunger Games take over our world. May the odds be ever in your favor.
On March 23rd, the much-anticipated Hunger Games movie came out. The writers of this article went to see it. Our thoughts. I thought the movie was good, but did not have all the details the book had, Kira Stovacek said when asked her opinion of the book. It was the best movie that was made out of a book. Though you can't have everything the book gave, it was very good. It surprised me when the movie was over. It felt so short, Nicole Peter responded when prompted.
The Hunger Games has gone viral. From songs to videos to fan sites to pictures, the Hunger Games has attracted the nation's attention. There's even a soundtrack album called the Official Hunger Games Soundtrack. Is the Hunger Games so popular because of the romantic capability between Peeta and Katniss? Eric certainly thinks so. Eric said, "My favorite part of the Hunger Games was when Peeta admitted he liked Katniss." Or does the nation love the Hunger Games because of the sheer violence and defiance of the Capitol? The defiance of Katniss sure caught Lily's eye. "I liked it when Peeta and Katniss almost committed the double suicide resulting in the Capitol's defiance," Lily answered when asked what her favorite part of the book was. Not to mention the characters are extremely lovable. Peeta with his sweetness, charm, and gift for words and pictures. Katniss with her spicy attitude, toughness, and her distrust of anyone she doesn't know. This fact certainly caught Haley's eye. "I like the part where Katniss said that she trusted Cinna," Haley responded. "Don't forget Haymitch with his gruff personality and gift for communication, especially with Katniss. Even when Haymitch is impaired, he knows when something he said hurt Katniss. Cinna knows what's flattering and what's not, and he can resist the Capitol's fashion trends. He is one of the few people who actually understand Katniss. The prep team are lovable Capitol citizens who become attached to Katniss and Katniss, surprisingly, to them. No matter what people are attracted to, The Hunger Games is a hit when it comes to internet, videos, or books."
To wrap up our broadcast, here's a touching community story.
It's about some caring kids who started their own organization.
Let the cameras roll.
Caring Crates by Jenna Smith and Nicole Peter. Last year, some children had a math project on what would you do with $1 million. One assignment during this project was to make a fake nonprofit organization/charity. Nicole Peter and Riley Lowe thought it would be great to make a charity that would help kids with cancer. Though it was Cancer Crates, the kids decided they could help more children by expanding this organization to all kids with long-term illnesses. We helped a little girl named Olivia, diagnosed with leukemia, Kylie Glenn smiled. It feels good to help other people. Thus, Caring Crates was born.
Kids are trying to raise money to fill up crates for children/patients that have long-term illnesses or diseases and their families. We helped a girl named Olivia, Kira Stovacek said. I like helping people because I know I would be bored if I was in a hospital. The team is made up of 17 kids and 12 adults. All of the children's parents are helping, Evan Osmond said with a smile. It's really good to know we have backup support.
Last year, Caring Crates came to the local Woolly Bear Parade in Vermilion, Ohio, and they plan to come to more festivals and other events. They would enjoy coming again to the Woolly Bear Parade in 2012. Why did these children start Caring Crates? They did this because they felt that they needed to do something in the world. They wanted to help children with cancer and other long-term illnesses or diseases.
Without continuing cooperation from the adults and the team, all would be lost. Nevertheless, Caring Crates pulled themselves together and put on a great show at the Woolly Bear, where they did a lollipop tree, which raised a lot of money, homemade pins, hair feathers, homemade bracelets by the kids, a raffle for a necklace, and donations. The children handed out flyers spreading the word about Caring Crates and what they do. They ended up with over $300. The buzz over this organization is spreading. They even had an article in the newspaper. Now the kids are deciding where they should donate next.
Wherever they donate and whatever they do, Caring Crates will make the right choices, I'm sure, says President Nicole Peter. Caring Crates has just begun its journey, but it is already flourishing.
Just like Caring Crates is flourishing, Sailorway will be flourishing throughout the summer too.
We will be back in the fall with some more news.
Thanks for watching LCGC Productions.
And that's all we have for today.
But before we go, we have some people to thank.
This program was possible through Mrs. Neighbors, Andreas Johansson, Ms. Kreitzer, Lorain County Educational Service Center, funding from the Nordsing School Grant,
and lastly, the Vermilion Board for giving us this one-to-one initiative.
Signing off for now is Peter and Nikki.
And don't forget Jenna and Kira.
All right.